The day where the earthquake was, all the people was shocked. Nobody knows that it was earthquake, And some they thought now this is the end of this old, Now all this like artists will explode and no one will can live,
अब भूकम्पपछि हाम्रो यस्तो त्यो गुम्बाहरू भयो धेरै पहिलेको नेचुरल चिजहरू पुरानो चिज बत्तियो हैन अब यस्तो सबै बत्तियो अनि मान्छेहरु सबै दिमाग अब त्यस्तो गरे पराउनु भएन छुट्टा लाग्यो सबैलाई सबैको चेन्जिङ भयो सबैको घर छैन कोही सबै बाहिर गोटेसिरहेछ अब यस्तो घरभित्र सुत्नु पाएको छैन हैन सबैको चेन्जिङ भएछ सामान धेरै बिग्रियो अब गाउँको मान्छेले अब त्यति गाउँ राम्रो पनि हैन पैसा कमाउने ठाउँ हुँदैन अलि गाह्रो हुन्छ
Saya buka orang lem saya jiwa sungai sekolah hilang wa kelas nang lawa kelas nang sebuah wasma yat garan lawa tobi.
Thì bukan balang atur khang badin wa mam chang te khang banyang wa te ang ta chef na sidai gal te tha nang ye ba tuklang deni te thinga gal
This is the main house for them, and after the earthquake, and they exchange with the grass. The grass has to be in that house, and people has to be here. But now grass is here, and people is in the grass.
Yeah. So the whole roof came down.
Yeah. And in my village here, almost 80% house was destroyed, and some people died.
यही छैन काठमाडौँ केही पनि छैन हामीले पानीसम्म चाहिँ किन्नु नपाएर दिनमा एक बदल पानी किन्यो हैन हामीले स्टोर गरेको चामल किनेर खायो पानीहरु बाहिर एक दिन त पानीलाई एकजना एक दिन पनि पाएन
German Red Cross, USAID, and like United Nations, they give in the television. Now we are going to help in the Nepal to support to distribute the earthquake relief, and I thought, oh, maybe they could go here too, but nobody came here, And from the government part, after 1 month they came just to check, but actually they did nothing, give nothing actually, and they just came to the school and they distribute some piece of cloth for the student, and for the villager, the local people here, they give 3,000 rupees. Each family is like $30 per family, not per person. It's for family. Yeah.
Last time I was here was in 2014, in spring, and it was a very hard trip then too, but I want to help them improve their lives, so that in turn helps wildlife in a way, because almost 100% of the people, actually 100% of the people use wood to burn. So they go out into the forest every day, collect wood, bring it back, and the more you do that, the more you're dispersing the forest and the more you disperse the wildlife and stuff. And like you said, they're very giving and caring and stuff, and they don't want to hurt wildlife. It's just a knowledge thing, right? So if I can introduce them to earth bag homes, bioheat, all this kind of stuff, they win, the environment wins. That's the way I look at it.
Last year, we met Johannesburg and he was very interested. We talked about a lot of possibilities. What can we do here? And that time he was very shocked to see the people how live here. When they see like a house and there's no insulation and also no heater, and here it's like it's snowing in the winter, it's pretty cold, and he says, you can build the earth back home that is like made from just earth and just use what you have here. And then we thought, well, maybe
In the beginning I thought I would be like helping hand here, but then I was quite surprised to find out that I should be like the responsible for the project also. The funny thing is that it's difficult to communicate with the guys sometimes because they don't speak English much. That's the first thing. They don't speak Czech at all. People in the village, they tend to do things as they did before, like in history in the past. So in this area they mostly build the houses using this stone, which is quite easy to find but not so much easy to carry. It doesn't insulate the house very well. And also, as we could experience now in this earthquake, like most of the houses in this area were damaged or just tumbled down. We don't have that many helpers, and also the building site was not prepared. We had to do all the work like together with them. So I would really like to have the walls finished already, but it took a lot of time to actually prepare all the things, and also to buy them in Kathmandu. It was like normally in our countries it would take 3 hours, and here it takes 3 days.
So we had to hire mules to bring it up, people to carry stuff. It's pretty heavy. And so the cost is going to be $10,000, but generally $5,000 to $10,000 to build a typical home. A gentleman named Nuri owns this land, and so we decided to build him a house because it's sort of central to this village leading up to the monastery that you were at.
The kid, his name is Kunga, and he just came the very first day, I think. And he's always the first one on site in the morning, and he liked to bring the rocks and crush them and to help with something.
मेरो नाम कुङ्गा शेर्पा हो म 16 वर्ष भयो युवाला होस् त्यसो नि यहाँ चक्सवा देती
Can you tell me?
यो नाटक
나르콩라 티치로 거스마.
गोटे डपला
고대 주민 고대.
लस
때문에서
त्यहाँ यहाँ चक्सवा देती त्यसो हरु केसङ त्यसो गोली.
He says, I'm 16 in the morning, then in the evening he says, I'm 20. And I think he's about 10 years old.
The clouds just rolled in, which is normal, but these clouds have a lot of moisture. Now, the rainy season's over, but that doesn't mean it can't rain. So what's happening now, we've got a lot of drizzle, and it scared us to the point that we had to cover up our equipment and start preparing for rain. Our concern is, but we may not have enough tarps to cover the foundation here. And if the base gets wet where the actual floor is going to be, it's going to create a muddy situation and not allow us to really finish the project in a reasonable amount of time. The wall that we put around, that's going to be okay because the water will drain through it, but the actual floor, we have to work on it and through it, and that's going to cause a problem. So our fingers are crossed right now. We're hoping this passes through. We can't see beyond the clouds, so we don't know how far it goes. But it is moving, and that's a good thing. So fingers crossed right now. We're going to have to wait and see. Well, it rained just enough to wet the soil, so that's kind of good for us, but if it keeps going, we're going to be screwed.
Yeah, I think when I look, it will stop later.
Like how much
Actually, it's not not normal to have this kind of rain. These are the villagers from this place, and they are very curious what it is, and we explain them we are building the earth back home, which is very safe for during the earthquake and so on. In our Sherpa culture, to build house in a lifetime is kind of very something. Normally people build just one house in a lifetime, that's also one time. So that day we have to do kind of blessing. Yeah.
촐람마들서 결선도 표종 막본도 꼴도 표처와 이농운지 땀지 마야로 하지 당위 달라 짤 마총하지 님이 열라 통마 동하지 진우긴
조시쇼.
này yeah là bom bezar ka bar kya hi no mo budaya no dharmaya no sangai gen ku bi thudang no bala teng do zein ne ba ok to bin porto chenji ne ba gombo shindi sondi don sungja tuk ji no bom bezar ka bar kya ra kya se
What inspires me is that these people are so content about everything. I mean, I never saw them angry or anything. They're always happy and they smile. When they talk about how their houses were distracted and so on, they always smile and they take it as a part of their life. So I think we should learn something from them.